Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Towns wide open. Off target from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Sinks the triple.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's a good screen. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here is Edwards after the basket by Los Angeles. Prince dishes to Towns to stop the run. That one no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Prince outside. Pocket 6. Great that time from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it.
Oh, man.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
George sets a screen for Jackson to the paint. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson. And that's now 7 points for George. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Towns against Covington. Kicks it out to Prince. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Jackson looking it over. Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Russell passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Edwards against George. A three-pointer off the mark. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Towns. That shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. There's the triple. And Paul George with the 3. George has got 10 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Towns for 3. Gobert down low. Zubac's defending. Gobert can't hit.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
Shooting for LA.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
For 3, Edwards. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Prince finds Edwards. Pass to Towns. At the tip, and Edwards is right there. Edwards got 10.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside, George. From outside the arc, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Up top, Russell, guarded by Jackson. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 9. George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Covington against Edwards. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
The kick out to Towns. Feeds it to Gobert. That one's off, still out of sync. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Leonard looking around. From downtown, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Russell dishes to Gobert. Here's Prince. Edwards trying to get open, and that's Prince, that time on the assist by Gobert.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Russell. Edwards against George. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Oh, hammering it in!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Edwards kicks to Russell. Gobert against George. Out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Towns. They grab their own miss.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Lob pass to George and stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Prince. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 12. Right side Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Lets it go from 11, and that would have counted, but his shot was... All right, thank you, David. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Naz Reid. McDaniels is out there with Anderson. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
And McLaughlin gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Wall. No good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Anderson can't get it to go. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. But that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Here's Wall. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Anderson passes to McDaniels. Passes it to McLaughlin. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Anderson inside. Powell's there. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Clippers leading by 10. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Wall. Drops in the layup for two. Wall's got his second bucket.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. To the middle. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Coffee, defended by Anderson. Coffee can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 12.
2 minutes.
McDaniels in the post, covered by Wall. A nice shot by McDaniels.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Now here's Wall. Tight defense on him. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Reed kicks to McDaniels. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 10. It's Powell with the drive. And the shot goes in.
And Norman Powell, he is compact and powerful and able to take that hit.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
McDaniels finds Anderson. Here's Noel. Anderson passes to Noel. And he makes that one. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Wall.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Swiped away. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Anderson. Rebound by the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Inside. Deflects the pass. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. Good work defensively by Morris.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
And it's Towns penetrating, and Towns throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Outside, Towns. Russell against Jackson. Covington wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside, Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
The drive by Russell. There's the dish to Edwards. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Jackson passes to Leonard. It's not going to go for him. Prince with the defensive effort. Bobbed up there for Edwards. Jackson against Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc.
Awesome D from Torian right there. A big reason why he's on the floor right now.
Leonard, no luck. Prince, the pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, it's one thing in a game to do a great job of drawing fouls, but going to the free throw line and delivering, that's another.
Outside Leonard. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Puts the move on. And it's good on the way-in. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, so that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
There's the lob to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Russell. And he lays it straight in.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Outside for George. Driving to the basket. Can't get it to fall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting LA Clippers. At power forward, Robert Covington. Let's meet the starting.
Well, Brent, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard at the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the one spot. Now here's Wall. George outside. Beyond the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Now Aiden. Clock at 6. Johnson passes to Aiden. That shot is off. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Wall. George outside. Fires top of the key. George with another miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
At the line for the
That'll send Paul George to the free throw line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Booker for three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Wall against Paul. George a screen on Paul. Wall attacking. Here's George. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Booker. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bridges misses. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Got a hand on it. Paul against George. It's stolen by Leonard. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Aiden. The shake. And Aiden with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Aiden using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
When Cam Johnson went 11th overall in the 2019 draft, most draft experts were shocked, slating him to go late in the first. But Cam's proven those pundits wrong.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Well, for Cam Johnson, he was incredible during the 2021 playoffs, Richard.
How about Cam's shooting numbers going 50, 40, 90 for the entire playoffs? 70% from the field in the conference final. Unreal for a three-point shooter. A key part of that Suns finals run.
Here's Booker. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Aiden. Out to Bridges. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot for 3. Booker connects from downtown. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
George, a screen on Paul. Wall, the pass to George. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Right side, Paul. Outside Booker. Aiden with a screen from outside the arc. Booker no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Pass to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Aiden with a screen. And stolen by Leonard. All alone on the break. And the big finish by Wall.
Yeah, the claw strikes again. Leonard snatches the ball and quickly ignites the break.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the 5, down low. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Clippers trail. For 3, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got 4 rebounds in the game. For 3, Bridges. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Booker no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And he makes it.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Wall. He has 6. And the big finish by Wall.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
And Phoenix has possession. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. And Ayton with the stuff.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Booker against George. Lets it fly. Here's Zubac. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The free throw drops from Zubac.
Ivica Zubac.
And Zubac drops them both. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Now here's Booker. 12 points for him. Lets it go from the wing. Oh, another one falls for Phoenix.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Up top, Paul. Wall covering. Paul passes to Booker. Ooh, nice D from George. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Johnson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Shoots from 12. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
George, a screen on Paul. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Bridges, left side. Pass to Booker. Back to Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. His first shot attempt. No good off the back of the rim.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. 5 ticks left to play in the first half. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game.
The Clippers, 23. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Kept alive. Landale. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Payne.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Crowder, that's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Jackson, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Powell. Jackson outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Jackson coming off a Suns make into the lane. Can't connect from short range. Payne on the bounce. Here's Saric. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Free throw good. Saric. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Jackson against Payne. Powell outside. From downtown. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Pass to Saric. This one for three. Pure from three-point range. And now it's a 12-point Phoenix lead.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Now here's Morris. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Jackson against Payne. Jackson can't get it to go. Phoenix with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Lee misses. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Lee. Fires from the wing. Here's Landale. Now Crowder. There's the three. It's rebounded by Morris. To the inside. Coffee. And he banks in the layup.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see. Here's
Payne. Pass to Crowder. Banked it in off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, you'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Jackson, trailing by 10. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Lee on the wing. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Powell, high post. The kick out to Morris. Back to Powell. And so it's Phoenix earning this break in the action. Up 10. Appearing in control.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Aiden in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Now Paul. Outside Booker. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Powell. And a nice finish on the layup.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Booker against George. 5 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The open shot by Wall. Out to Leonard. The 3. Sinks the tray.
With confidence in his shot, Kawhi doesn't think twice from there. Just fires with conviction.
Timeout called. The Suns. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Wall finds Zubats. Kicks it to George. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Paul draws the double. Pass to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Suns foul.
Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now Los Angeles with it. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Wall with it. Pass to Leonard. To tie it up. The Suns clear it. Outside Booker. Launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got his 8th rebound here tonight. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. To take the lead. And that's good. Paul George for 3.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Paul.
2 minutes.
Paul draws the double. Pass to Booker. Wing shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
This is Paul's veteran know-how becoming a factor. He is not afraid of these moments. In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
George, a screen on Paul. Wall against Paul. Ball no good. For three, Bridges. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Paul. There's the screen by Johnson. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Wall. And it's turned out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll have some free throws coming up here. Good on the first. And that narrows the gap to 1.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
8, a screen on Wall. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Here's Paul. Cash.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul against Wall. George outside. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Clippers.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can knock it down, and they really needed that one.
And that miss could come back to bite them. At this stage, you can't be leaving points at the free throw line.
George outside. It's in!
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1 second left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. And this was an Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Adams. On the wing, Bain. Defended by George. Morant passes to Bain. And the layup is good.
Great footwork from Bain, finding his opening.
Wall against Morant. Wall looking it over. And Leonard has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Brooks. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Morant. Now the feed to Adams. Second shot opportunity.
Big props to Adams. This is a guy who brings the energy and effort every night.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Morant, and he gets the bucket.
Creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Here's Wall. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brooks against Leonard. Here he goes. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Wow, with that strength, if Kawhi wants to drive it, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Now, here's Morant for 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Leonard, and here's Wall outside. Traps in the tray. Wall's got 5 now.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And it's Morant missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Leonard, no luck. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
A 3 from Leonard, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant against Wall. Jackson a screen on Wall. Morant drives in, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Wall against Morant. Covington kicks to Leonard. Covington a screen on Brooks. Nobody near Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. On the wing, Bain. Out to Brooks. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. Jackson passes to Brooks. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Here's Wall. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Now here's Morant for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right at
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Ron, you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the round.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And that one's good, George.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Morant looking around. Dish now to Adams. Rebound by the Clippers.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Nobody near George. It's good. This game is all even. George has got 6.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Brooks against Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Morant against Wall. And Adams with the slam.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Now here's Wall. He has 5. Driving inside.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Zubac trying to break loose. Count that one. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
What an athlete this guy is. John Morant is talented at staying in control.
Ball against Morant. Here's George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got 8 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Morant.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George sets a screen for Wall. Lob pass to George. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Morant outside. Takes a 3. Jackson passes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Morant against Wall. And the rejection by Morant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Morant throws it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Here's Wall, and he drives in, and Wall with the slam.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Morant, again, Memphis.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
Outside, George. No good from outside. Outside, Bain. And Adams kicks to Bain. Here's the lob to Adams.
Adams has run these screen and rolls countless times. Great job getting to the right spot.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too.
Thank you, David, and we'll be... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Jones, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And here's Covington from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
Outside, Jones. Here's Aldama, defended by Covington. Aldama can't hit. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 1, and they take the lead. 14 points for George.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Pass to Concho. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Covington.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Aldama passes to Clark. Down low. They need this. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Clearly a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
An offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just the total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Jones, no luck. Clippers leading by 4. Powell for 3. The shot will not fall. And Memphis the other way now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Jackson gets the bucket.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Jones against Jackson. Powell with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Here's Jackson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line. Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Powell. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. The 3 from Morant. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Plenty of space. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Morant. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brooks kicks to Bain. Back to Brooks. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Here's Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Keeping his balance on the difficult take. Norman Powell is gifted at finishing through physical contact.
And finished off by Morant.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 7 points.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Morant passes to Bain. The pass to Adams. Buries it down low. He's got 6.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers heading. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their 3-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Morant with a wide open look. Drills the 3-pointer. Morant's got 36.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Here's Jackson. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
Morant against Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside, Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Wall. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Morant finds Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Possibly the strongest guy in the league, Steven Adams forces defenses to be assertive with him.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Morant against Wall. Kicks it out to Covington. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And, you know, you could see him baiting into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
Here's Adams. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
Morant against Wall. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Morant. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And on the offensive end, Wall has been locked in, pushing out the distractions and just delivering for his team.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Shoots over Covington, and it's rebounded by Covington.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for John Wall.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
The kick out to Wall. From deep, George. The shot comes out, and it's Memphis the other way.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Desmond Bain showing no nerves.
Now Wall. Outside, George. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Let's meet the visiting team.
And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Oh my! Throw it down!
That was just a sick move by George. He's a legendary schooler when it comes to taking the defense to task.
Pass to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Back to Gobert, and out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. Now the Clippers with it. And here's Wall. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
No good there. And some solid defense from Towns. Edwards with it, guarded by Covington. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Towns. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Puts up a 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
If Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's George. It's tipped.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
There's the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Kicks it to George. Will it go? And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
For 3, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And it's Russell on the drive. The kick out to Edwards. And that one is stuffed right through.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Russell against Wall. George outside. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Minnesota basketball.
Russell against Wall. Right side, Edwards. Back to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, Covington with a block.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Basketball.
11 seconds left in the first. Outside Wall. A shot to stop the drought. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Boy, that's a nice drive by Wall. He is still one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hand.
It's been all about. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game. They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time. Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Towns, a screen on Wall. Pass to Towns. 4-3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has got 12 points. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And they'll get another chance. Tries yet again. Leonard on the take, and he lays it in.
Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards has got 4 points this quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Wall. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Now Towns. 12 points for him. Up and in on the layup. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
Here's Wall, driving to the basket, uses the glass on the layup. He has 6. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent. George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Russell, pass to Edwards. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with it. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Wall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Wall's got 8.
Wall is so strong, he's able to brush off contact and still find ways to creatively score.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. A minute 9 left to play in the second quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And here's Wall. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he drops the first.
Well, there's no denying that when Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Anderson. Powell pulls it in. And here comes the break. Here's Wall. Here's Morris. And he banks in the layup.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And we're through the first half of play. Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Clippers, 25. The Timberwolves, 29.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. To the wing on the left. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shots blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum, really an asset in blocking shots.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he knocks down the first one.
Minnesota, Jalen Noel.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Outside Wall. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
It's Powell on the wing. 6 to shoot. And Powell with the stuff.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside Anderson. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Wall. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
So much fun to watch John Wall get tricky with the rock and create for himself. That is special work right there. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
McLaughlin's shot is good.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Here's Wall. Drives to the hoop. And the big finish by Wall.
I'll tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Outside, Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering.
2 minutes remaining in the
Floats one up.
2 minutes.
Takes the three. They get the rebound. That one no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Powell. Pass to Batum. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
To the paint. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. Deflected. Jackson outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Anderson.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. That one's no good.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Here's Prince. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Jackson against Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Jackson, the pass to Powell. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Amir Coffey out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Despite the wiry frame, taking it up strong inside, and D'Angelo will get free throws.
So he gets them both. And so here are the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Powell outside. Fires the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. Towns with the ball. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Jackson against Russell. Here's Coffey.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. Outside wall. George is screen on Russell. George outside. This one for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Edwards against Covington. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. To the middle. Leonard takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Wall against Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Releases. Edwards can't hit.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
It's Edwards with a drive. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside wall. To the inside. And George gets it to go on the assist from Wall.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Russell against Wall. Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Outside Wall. Leonard up top. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. 1:06 left in the 4th. Back to Prince. Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort. Pays off
for the Timberwolves.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Personal foul.
And that one falls for Gobert.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Now Los Angeles with it. Down by 15. Leonard outside. Nails it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Leonard right side. Inside. Out to Covington. Pass to George. The 3. And gets it to fall.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now George, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Fires for three, and George is good for three. George has got the first basket of the game for the Clippers.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
Ball passes to Ayton. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Booker outside. He can't get that one.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now Bridges. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Passes it to Booker. Stolen by George. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. George against Booker. And it's sent back by George.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays. And that send it back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's George. He has 5.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
Pass to Johnson. Good D by Covington.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Ball against Paul.
I'll tell you, you cannot shake Chris Paul when he's locked in. His defense is as good as it gets.
Ayton wide open. Phoenix no good that time either. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Lob pass to George. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Bridges against Leonard. 1:30 left to play here in the first. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now Booker. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Here's Johnson to end the cold streak. Kicks it out to Paul. Right wing. Ayton dishes to Paul, and it's good, 2 points.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Wall against Paul. Outside, George. George double-teamed. Zubac's in the post. Defended by Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he can't hit the second. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And George with the stop.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Paul passes to Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Leonard with the screen on Paul. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Johnson from outside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. But
fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
and if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's briefly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in its center. Clippers leading by 6. Now here's Leonard. It's George on the wing. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's Craig. George with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Oh, Covington in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers.
Suns trail by 10. Payne looking around. The kick out to Crowder. Lee outside. Back to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Buries it from three-point range.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
Pass to George. Now Leonard. Craig defending. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Powell with it. He's picked up by Lee. Left side Jackson. And stolen by Payne. Here's Lee. Crowder inside. Morris is there. And Crowder slams it in.
How about the relentless effort on the backboards? Crowder utilizing his size to eat the window.
Jackson kicks to Morris. There's the pass to Kennard. Such a wide open look. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. Jackson kicks to Powell. In the corner, Kennard with it. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 1:57 left in the first half. Crowder goes in. Here's Lee. Passes it to Landale. And the shot is good. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Suns trail by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
They get it back on the wing. Lee. Payne finds Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Here's Craig following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Payne passes to Landale. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, George. This one for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
Paul looking around. On the wing, Bridges. Booker with the screen for Bridges. Shoots the 3. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Los Angeles in control. All right, Dave, thank you. And
25, the Suns. 16.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Outside, Wall. Pulls up. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul dishes to Johnson. Back to Paul. He feeds it to Ayton. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Now here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And George with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ball against Wall, and Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
Bridges against Leonard. He kicks to Covington. Back to Leonard. Top of the key. Again, Los Angeles.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Landale. Banked in off the glass. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Suns trail by 5. Three-pointer, Crowder. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining.
6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Pass to Batum. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Kennard for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Landale's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Here's Landale. And Lee with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Now, here's Craig. Out to Lee. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Los Angeles with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Lee with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
$19 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell sets a screen for Jackson. Outside for Batum. Clock at 6. No good again that time.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Suns lead by 1. And we're just 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Clippers trail. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Wall passes to Covington. Back to Wall. And the layup falls. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, shot making from John Wall through contact. That's not easy, but this guy's so physically gifted from the point guard position.
Paul dishes to Johnson. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Three-point basket.
Booker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. Wall looking it over. Kicks it out to Leonard. Basket counts. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Now the pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Outside, Wall. George with the screen on Paul. Wall passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Booker outside. Paul outside. Launches a 3. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. It's good.
Boy, playing with confidence is John Wall on the jumper. Yes, sir.
Passes to Booker. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Clippers. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Covington passes to Zubats. Back to Covington. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
And the Suns call time. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. 4 on the clock. Paul kicks to Ayton. And that one is off. Clippers leading by 5. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Booker's shot is good.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
And stolen by Ayton. Fires from deep. Here's Johnson, a second chance effort. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Clippers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's Zubats. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Chris Paul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:10 left in the game. Covington setting the pick for George. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Devin Booker. Ball against Paul. Clippers wall. Defense right on him. Some solid D from Paul. Covington against Johnson. Bridges passes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To take the lead. Kicks it out to Booker. 24 seconds left in the fourth. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a one-point game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that three-point lead.
Booker finds Johnson. Back to Booker. This would tie it. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Now here's Wall. Leonard for three. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Leonard against Brooks. Pass to Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Here's Morant. Banked it in off the glass.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here's Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Wall against Morant. George for three. Unable to get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Wall, no good for Memphis. They've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Morant against Wall. Brooks right side. And stolen by Covington. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he lays it in on the break.
Robert Covington on a solo mission that time. He got the steal and then right back up the floor.
Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Over Leonard. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Morant.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Out to Covington. The 3-ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Memphis leading.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
George's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
So it's the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. George, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. George has got 5.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
And that one's good. Morant
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size, along with his handles, help him operate inside.
The first one falls.
John Wall.
And so Wall nails them both. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
John Morant. Shooting.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Wall. Denied by Morant. Jackson outside. Pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. They set a pick. Now Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Brooks has gotten his second bucket.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
For 3, Covington knocks it down from distance. Covington's got 5 now.
And you often find Robert Covington in the corner helping his teammates space the floor.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like...
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Leonard for 3. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. The 3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
And here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. Brooks with the rebound.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Payne, the pass to Adams. Count it. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. That you got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
They get it back. Out to Covington. Zubac passes to George. From deep. The offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Wall against Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
He's off on the second. For Los Angeles, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And the big finish by Wall.
Highlight reel dribble move. And then the athleticism takes over. Woo!
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there. Showing all the skill. And it's Wall with the block.
Swatted by the guard. John Wall has sneaky length at 6'3".
And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Outside Morant. Brooks against Leonard. Brooks, the pass to Adams.
2 minutes remaining.
Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Zubac with a screen on Morant. Wall on the take. Pass to Covington. Launches a 3. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Bane finds Morant. A minute 31 left in the first half of this game. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the jam by George.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Morant, the pass to Bane. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Bane's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Wall. George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
On the break. Here's Leonard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, not known as a flashy dribbler, Leonard showing off more handles than a 6-door limousine.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Wall against Morant. And it's blocked by Wall. And they'll keep possession. And it's good for 2. Adams has got 6 here in the quarter. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Wall with it. Leonard on the wing. With 4 on the clock. And that one good.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, 34.
Get ready for the Jabberwockies!
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Brandon Clark out there with Green. Then it's John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Jones in at the point.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Now Jackson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Reggie Jackson showing his physicality from the point guard position.
At the line for your Clippers, Reggie Jackson at the strike.
And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. Here's Tillman, guarded by Batum. Tillman in the post. Batum's on him. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And here are the Clippers now. Down by 12. Here's Jackson. Batum, pass to Jackson. Now here's Batum.
Right here.
3 on the clock. And a two-handed jam.
And Kennard saw the opening, got up there, and really threw it down.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Conchar. The three is up. Kennard with the rebound. Well, Los Angeles shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Outside Jones. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Conchar, good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar. 6 to shoot. Back to Clark. Here's Conchar. Powell pulls it in. Morris on the wing, defended by Jones. Kennard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Batum in the post. He's against Tillman. Batum finds Powell. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Green up top, defended by Kennard. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Nick Batum.
Shooting for Memphis.
And that one misses. Goes back up. No good that time. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Jones. Yes, it's good. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Pass to Tillman. Clark outside. Fires the 3. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue when you can't give up looks like that all game long.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Basket's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Back to Conchar. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Adams checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. Brooks, he's checked in for Green. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Morris. Kennard outside. No good on the 3. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 8. And fourth quarter basketball will be and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Wall against Morant. Here's Leonard. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Well, I like what the defense tried to do. They crowded Kawhi, but just getting so creative near the basket.
From deep, Morant. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
For 3, George. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. To the wing, right side. Stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Yep, that one's good. Leonard's gotten 4 this quarter.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Wall against Morant. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Outside Morant. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Wall. Pass to Covington. Kicks it to George. And here's Zubac. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Covington. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Bain. Outside Morant. Back to Bain. Oh, there's the alley. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
From behind the arc. Leonard, that one's good. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
And here's Morant outside. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And Covington, here we go. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Wall against Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Morant against Wall. Out to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. He launches a three. He can't get that one to fall. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
And here's Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant with the slam!
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
John Wall.
Both good from the line that time. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Morant. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset.